overnight French toast is actually it's baked the night before.
It happens.
It's baked the night before, and then it's baked again the next day.
What's up, it's Luis from America's Best Restaurants, and we travel the country coast to coast to find the places where you need to eat at on a weekly basis. And this week, we are in Michigan, and we're in an amazing place called House of Brunch. We're gonna talk to Maher and Chef Tabu of this incredible restaurant. I'm in awe with this restaurant, okay? Plus, we're gonna see some items like their overnight French toast, which I've never seen before, and it's gonna just make your mouth water. Look, I know you're hungry because you're watching this, so why don't you come with me? Let's go check it out. All right, everybody, so now we are inside House of Brunch, and we are joined here by Maher and by Tabu, who's the executive chef. So guys, we really appreciate being here. The experiences have been unbelievable.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, definitely. So look, this is staring at me, and Brian told me, what do you want in front of you? I'm like, chicken and waffle, let's go. Because I'm a big fan of this. So talk to me, chef, because there's one special thing that you put on here that is my favorite spice too. So talk to me, chef, about this.
Well, every chef has their signature herb or spice they like to go to. My go-to is rosemary. I love the way it pops, and it just has this distinct flavor, and it's infused into the chicken and into the honey butter that is also on top of the chicken and waffle.
That's fire.
Thank you.
So, what made you put this in the menu?
You know what? I did a lot of traveling. I've been around the States a lot.
Okay.
And I try to borrow something from every region. And one thing I noticed that we couldn't seem to get right here, in my opinion, in Michigan.
Okay. All right.
I'm taking a jab at some people. It's a chicken and waffle. Okay. Traditionally, here in Michigan, we use the chicken wings,
Yes.
which is dark meat.
Yes.
You know, people shied away from the breast because the breast was typically dry.
Dry, yeah.
And that's because I felt as if they weren't doing it right. And I had taken a trip to Alabama, and I had it like that. And I decided I wanted it here.
Okay.
And it had to be on our menu.
That's awesome. That's what I mean. The breading is beautiful, flavor's amazing, and just getting that little bit of extra pop with the rosemary. I've never seen that before, so it's pretty awesome, man. I respect that. That's really, really cool. That's my favorite spice anyway. So, Maher, I know you're sitting there a little quiet. I know you probably don't want me to ask you the questions, but we're good. Tell me, how did you guys come about having this restaurant?
It was pretty fun. It's a pretty cool story.
Okay.
But there had to be some type of defining eventually.
Okay.
Because I met Tabu, and it was like an interview. I was looking forward to getting an executive chef. I come from a mom and pop shop.
Okay.
So our business, our brand was actually growing.
Mm-hmm.
And I started my consulting business for restaurants. So
Okay.
I needed some background, somebody with an executive chef background.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking up, trying to get some people. I interviewed a few people. They bored me to death. And
Okay.
and then the funny thing is that with Tabu, my assistant had to actually set up an appointment. I forgot all about it.
Mm-hmm.
So he came in, and I didn't have any questionnaire or anything like that. And I was like, let's do this interview. And it was one of the best interviews I've ever had. I mean,
Oh, wow.
I think we conversated for like 2 hours.
It's like 2 hours. Yeah.
Really?
And I'm like, man, and one thing is, I seen that he had some skill set, and I felt like it was not the right position, and we agreed both on it. But I told him, had you ever thought about doing something on your own? And he's like, for a long time, through the trajectory of life, I'm thinking about doing something. And I was like, you know what, can I hit you back up if I find any opportunity? And he's like, absolutely, you know. And then a couple months passed by, and I was consulting for somebody to do a business here, and there was some kind of partnership deal and all that. And we came in, we checked out the place. I was like, they want to do typically what I'm used to, which is Mediterranean.
Okay, yeah.
And Taboo, well, actually, I came in here and then I looked at the place and I told him, you know, the renovation, all that, it's going to cost a lot of money. And he said, well, what can I do now with this place? And I was like, well, it was a pre-existing restaurant. I'm looking at the kitchen. I'm like, I always wanted to do a brunch.
Okay.
And but I wanted to do something different with a loft. And I didn't want to do just any mediocre breakfast kind of thing. We actually wanted to do something more upper class and more elevated brunch.
Yes.
Now I didn't have all these recipes, so I reached out to Chef Taboo. Like, hey, you know, I got there's an opportunity. Would you like to come check it out? Had a little talk about it. We came here. We looked at the place. Me and him both like, wow, this is it. This place is huge. It was actually a big no for us.
Okay.
But then, you know, the guy kind of convinced us on it, and you know, he was back, you know, support over there. Small little story, and then you know, it actually turned out that we designed everything, we put everything up, we got the place open.
Okay.
In a matter of a month.
Oh wow, really?
It was a matter of a month. I'm telling you, it did the divine.
Oh my gosh.
It was
okay.
Really in a month. We got through all our inspections, everything was set. We cleaned up the place, we decorated, menu out, everything was out. And we opened up the doors. We did a soft opening. We actually never even got a chance to do our grand opening.
Really?
Really, it's just because of, you know, this whole thing. It was, one thing led to another, and then surprisingly, people were just coming in, trying this out, coming back, word of mouth. It just spread through word of mouth.
Okay.
And you know, our weekends are pretty exhausting. I want to say, because we can't walk.
Yeah.
It's only 4 o'clock. You know?
Right.
It's not even like an entire day. But again, me and Taboo stuck through this. Myron, you know, Myron was helping us out at the beginning. We told him, hey, we need somebody like you on board. And Myron joined us, and literally he took us forward, you know, in places where I couldn't manage altogether.
Okay.
So I do more of the back end, the restaurant business and all. And the chef, you know, is the mastermind between the recipes and all. And Myron is our front of house and public affairs guy.
I like that.
Well connected us.
Shout out to Myron, who's off camera. Myron seems like a very procedural guy.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll say this.
Very attention to detail. I respect that.
Yeah, 100%. And that was one of the things when we got started.
Yeah.
We were missing something, and you know, Myron and I had done some work together in the past. I immediately got on the phone and called him up and said, "Hey, listen, I got something for you," because I knew he could take us to that next level. I knew he was very organized and very detailed.
Yeah.
And that's something that you need in the front of the house.
I got you. And they're making all the noise. What do you want me to pick up at? You good? You eating? Okay. All right. It's good? Awesome. Yeah, no, that's really interesting because earlier, Myron was telling me that you call him like at 3 o'clock in the morning. He said, "Hey, I thought about this. That sounds amazing, but I'm sleeping right now," right?
Yeah, you know what's weird is you know, anybody who spent more than a week in this business, they know that chefs keep strange hours.
Yeah.
And so even if I go to bed early, I'm still back up by 3 o'clock, no matter what. If I go to bed late, I'm up at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
And I do most of my thinking at that time. I'll wake up and I'll come up with an idea for for a recipe or for an item on the menu at that time, and I'll call these guys and I'll run it by them. So yeah, definitely, he's telling the truth.
It's the alpha state right here. You know what, before I get another shot, I just write this recipe down real quick.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Down to Myron.
Right. Now, one of those recipes, and we actually even tried something that's not even in the menu yet at the time of us recording. You made an interpretation, a different interpretation. Talk to me about this, chef. Because this is very unique.
Yes. This is my overnight French toast.
Okay.
So it's twice baked, and the reason it's called overnight French toast is actually it's baked the night before.
It happens.
It's baked the night before, and then it's baked again the next day. It's always in limited quantities, only because we want it to be fresh at all times. Okay. This one that you have right now is the mixed berry, mixed berry and cream stuffed overnight French toast.
Okay.
So it has fresh fruit, which this one has raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries. Cream cheese that we make in house, and our special bread that we use for it. And again, like I said, it's baked overnight, and also make the compote that goes over the top, and the strawberry whipped cream that goes on it as well.
Now, we tried one that's going to be next month.
Right.
From the time of us recording, it's going to be the key lime, and it was unbelievable. What inspires you to create these? And like, what do you come up with? Is that the idea? You call Myron at 3 a.m. It's like, here's what I thought of.
Well, you know what? Yeah, honestly, it's you're constructing something. It's you have an idea of what flavor profile you're looking for, and then from there you just build. And you build this in your head, and I run it past Myron, and even Maher. I'll call these guys and run these ideas by him and say, listen, what do you think of this? Sometimes they'll say, okay, well, let me see it, and I'll put out, a version of it, and then it'll evolve from there. We have a number of items that, that are unique, and they're all our version of it or original recipes. Like, for instance, our South Bird.
Okay.
I love the way that one came about. The chicken is very good. That's our South Bird is, if you didn't know, it's our Southern style chicken sandwich.
Okay.
Okay. The way that came about, you see all the commercials, all these places doing the chicken sandwich, and I'm going, I was critiquing them, as I always do.
Right.
So I made one, and I ran it by these guys, and I made a sauce for it, and they loved the flavor, but they said it was missing something. So I came back and I made a special slaw for it and put it out there. And Myron, you can't see, was like, "That's it." And it's the same thing with most of our dishes. So these guys do have input. I value their opinion very much so. The lemon blueberry poppy seed pancake.
Okay. Yeah.
It has a lemon curd on top.
I tried that earlier. It's amazing.
Again, that's everything made in house, including the lemon simple syrup that's on there as well.
Wow.
And just putting that out there with these guys and having them try it. And
my opinion is, since he wants to make my idea, I have like 20 favorite items.
Okay.
So I ask customers, go ask them what's my favorite.
Really?
I put out the whole menu for you right there.
Okay.
Because it's always something new he brings out, and like, hey, okay, this is my favorite dish. Now you can choose. There's always something new he's always putting out.
Wow. Yeah, I had the opportunity to try some of your dishes earlier, and I know one of Myron's favorites is the seafood omelet. Oh my God, dude. That was amazing. Amazing. And it's hard to find things like that. And not only the presentation, but the flavor was just out of this world. It was unbelievable.
Thank you. It was only supposed to be a feature for 1 month.
Oh,
month
really?
of January.
And the people rioted? Is that what happened?
Well, they made sure we knew that it needed to be on the menu.
Right.
So I brought it back, and it's here for maybe forever. I don't know if I can get away with it,
Right.
but maybe forever. But I look forward to adding new items onto the menu. Next week we're going with the salmon croquettes. Is that what we chose?
Yes.
Okay.
The key lime overnight French toast. We're also going to go with a version of a shrimp cocktail.
Okay.
It's more of a South Beach shrimp cocktail.
Okay. All right.
So
interesting.
I'm looking forward to putting that out.
Let me ask you this, Chef. What is the most interesting ingredient you've ever cooked with?
I don't know.
It's kind of a tough question.
Yeah, that is a tough question. Interesting ingredient. Well, octopus.
Okay. All right.
That's a story for another day.
Okay. Well, you have to see it the next day, right? Nice. Now, let me ask you this, Maher. What type of vibe are you trying to create when you guys decided, okay, this is the place? What type of vibe are you trying to create here? Because of course you have two separate sections. You have the main dining room where we're sitting at here, which is gorgeous. And then on the other side, you have the cafe, which is a totally different vibe, but it's gorgeous as well. So So where was the idea? How did that come about? How did you guys decide to do it this way?
So the fact that I wanted the whole branding was, or the whole concept would be halal. There's not a lot here. We were one in a few, quite a few. They're like about 30 miles away. And this, we said, let's provide something here. And I told you before, like we have guests that drive 20 to 30 miles.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that off camera. Yeah.
The place was too big. It's too big for a restaurant in itself. It's almost 6,400 square feet.
Wow.
So it's a lot of dead space, so we wanted to use it. Now, being halal, we couldn't serve alcohol and most of it like that. So we thought about having, espressos or an elevated specialty coffee.
Yeah.
To just introduce that to the menu as well. And I'm using the other side as a cafe, and it's almost set up just like a cafe. So it was perfect. We're presenting, a specialty Yemeni coffee here.
Okay, because you're from Yemen, right?
Because I'm from Yemen,
right?
Yes.
Okay.
And lately, there's been a rave with Yemeni coffee.
Okay.
Throughout the world, and then so we have a few interested. There's a few communities here that just love that type of coffee, and then it's been a rave in this area as well. And why not join and put it in here and add it to complement our brunch menu. And so I think hopefully by next month we should have everything.
Okay, very cool, very cool, very cool. And one thing that I actually wanted to mention is you mentioned halal a couple of times.
Yes.
A lot of people don't even know what it is, and a lot of people get scared of it. Don't be scared of it. Halal is delicious. It really is. Because a lot of people, even when they look at a menu item and they can't even pronounce the name, they're like, I'm kind of scared. I don't know if I want to order it because they're unsure of what they're gonna get. Halal is just the style of how they butcher the meat. Essentially, that's what it is. Okay, but it's not. You're not gonna taste any different, honestly.
It's really not. It like our rule of thumb, it encompasses everybody.
Yes,
anybody can
absolutely.
It's
just an option that you have here, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. So I mean, a lot of people are skeptical that eat halal or kosher.
Yeah.
A lot of them are skeptical to go to places where things might be mixed or cross-contaminated with non halal.
Right.
So that's the reason being, when we put this in the platform, people feel comfortable coming here and enjoying that type of meal, knowing that in the back end there's nothing that can be cross-contaminated with non-halal items. And I mean, this is fairly new to the American society, but it is a rising new concept that people are adding. There's new burger places, there's new restaurants that are coming up with halal items all the time. Our own top, big box suppliers are now adding that halal.
Really?
Those halal types of meats and all.
That's cool. Well, it's interesting because that has existed for thousands of years in other countries and is relatively newish.
Yes,
here in the U.S.
And just a brief explanation of what it really is. It's a means of a humane way of butchering an animal, in a way where you at least release all any toxins that was in the bloodstream at that time. And it's all it is. It's just humane. It's nothing that's you're shocking the animal or killing the animal before butchering it. It's a clean slaughter. You drain all the blood out. And make sure that it's pure.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, it's gonna be delicious.
Absolutely.
So trust me on it. Trust me on it. Because I mean, I know a lot of people get scared. No need to be scared. It's gonna be delicious. Trust me. Now, we have this last dish right here. I got a chance to try it off camera. Talk to me, chef. What do we got?
Well, we have our southerner. It's shrimp and grits. If you spent some time in New Orleans, you'll really appreciate this. There's blackened shrimp in there. We also have our New Orleans style grits as well, which is more savory than sweet. If you know, Low Country is pretty creamy and sweet. I chose New Orleans style, and it's topped with rosemary butter. Again, there's the rosemary, right?
Well, you got a sprig of rosemary in the center.
Yeah.
That's your signature.
That's my signature.
I love it. This restaurant is awesome, man. It really
Thank
is.
you.
It really is. Just the vibe you guys have going here. The food is out of this world. I feel like this is kind of like at the level of tapas, right? At that elevated level, the food is unbelievable.
I really
The
appreciate
flavor is
that.
amazing. I love the presentation. And at the end of the day, people eat through their eyes, right?
Yes.
But if it doesn't taste delicious,
Yeah.
they're not gonna order it again.
Right.
When you get it double here, you get the presentation and the flavor. Plus the trifecta is the environment's amazing.
Thank you.
And the service is a bonus on top of it.
You can thank Myron for that.
Yeah,
Myron,
definitely.
shout out Myron again. Thank you so much. I know Myron didn't want to be on camera, but it's all good. Because he'll be on camera next time.
That's right.
Definitely. Well, I absolutely love this restaurant. We've had an amazing experience being here. Look, everybody, if you're looking for more restaurants like House of Brunch, which you should be, trust me on it, you need to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you know whenever we drop a new episode. Now, guys, how can people find out more information about your restaurant?
Well, we have our social medias, House of Brunch, we got Instagram and Facebook. We obviously encourage everybody to go to our website and check out. We have a lot more information there. Soon enough, we're going to be hosting more live events and actually introducing more of a night feature.
What is this night feature?
Uh-oh.
Did I spill the beans here?
Not my fault, your fault. Go ahead. What is the night feature?
So the night feature is we're looking to maybe once or twice a week we'll bring in live music or possibly even like comedy nights. And
cool.
An event where people can pre-purchase their tickets and come in and enjoy a night out here. We have a beautiful environment, a beautiful city here that they have an amazing park and an amazing walkway that people can enjoy. And we wanted to bring something for people that can't get to us during the weekday or during the day.
Okay.
And be able to enjoy something out there. Now, it probably won't be too much a brunch item. Our signature stuff will still be there, but we wanted to introduce something more elevated for the night.
So I see Chef's mind kind of gears turning. Okay, so we're gonna have to take a look and see what's the menu gonna be.
Well, I got some surprises. So, excuse me. I got some surprises for you guys on that new menu. We're still testing some items, but it's like maybe 75% done.
Okay. Very cool. I love it. Look, everybody, I'm gonna tell you right now, this restaurant 1000% certified legit. You heard it from me. And look, you can also find a full listing for them on americasbestrestaurants.com. And that's it for us. I'm hungry. I know Ryan is about to crush this. So I don't want him to tackle me. So look, we're gonna let you guys go. We're gonna see you guys